So why is SoZo different? It's a great question. I would tell you that we set out specifically to address what we consider some concerns in the industry. The industry doesn't have the greatest reputation for integrity, doesn't have the greatest reputation for serving their distributors. In fact, it has a reputation for showing, hard to achieve lifestyle to attract distributors, knowing that ultimately they may never be able to achieve the dream that has been put out in front of them. And for example, in my last company, which was a medical liability insurance underwriting company, one of the biggest problems in the industry was retention. How do you retain your client doctors that we underwrote every single year? And the solution to the problem was to have a policy that never expired. We gave them the first ever continuous policy form ever created in the United States. If the policy never expired, there was no basis to lose the doctor when it was renewing every year. Likewise, in SoZo, I look at this industry and I don't accept the very high level of attrition. But the industry does. So the industry is perfectly happy making promises that few people can attain, and so that you never stop recruiting because 9 out of every 10 people won't stay in your business for a year. I think that's an integrity issue. I think it's a credibility issue on that business, and it creates a great opportunity for SoZo. In my feeling, just like in the insurance business, is why couldn't you create a company where people looked at the company and joined and wanted to stay? One of the reasons is that the industry basically has people hanging off the cliff from day one. They bring them in, it's 100% commission. Training and professional development is largely up to the individual to pursue. And if they have enough drive, and if they have enough passion, if they have enough time, and if they have enough financial staying power, they might be successful. I just flat out see it differently. If you went to work for a traditional company, as you started your employment, they might give you health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance. You might even get a company car. You'd make a good salary, and you'd have the ability to improve that salary over time as you got promoted and earned bonuses and so forth. So my philosophy is you bring that to our business today. You give the traditional entrepreneur business that has been traditionally, a hanging off the cliff opportunity for people, and you put them in a traditional business package. So that's one of the things that makes SoZo different and allows us to reform the industry. We show distributors how in 90 days they can get health insurance paid for by the company, dental insurance, vision insurance. We provide a life insurance policy, and we also pay for a BMW. You own it, but we pay for it. And we give you a great opportunity to earn income. We have a compensation plan that we believe is absolutely unparalleled in the industry worldwide. We spent months and months and months building this compensation plan, getting outside experts involved, testing it through hundreds of thousands of generations of genealogy to ensure that we could have integrity behind the plan. And what I mean by that is put a plan in the market that doesn't change 3 or 4 years later after somebody's hard work has allowed them to achieve the very promise we make, only to have a company change the compensation plan. At SoZo, that's not the company that we are. So we're applying traditional business metrics that I learned in traditional business to what is viewed as a non-traditional business. I think we have the ability to bring people into SoZo, most of which will stay because they're making a good living. They have great benefits that don't exist in any other network marketing company that we're aware of, or any other direct sales environment. We're providing them a culture of integrity with a management team that's consistent in what we're trying to accomplish. We're out to build a legacy business, a business that will outlive all of us, but where the individual distributor can find a home. And that's really what SoZo is all about. SoZo is a biblical term. It stands for health, rejuvenation, healing, and salvation. And that's what we stand for at SoZo. And we hope that the distributors that take a look at our company will recognize the unique attributes and qualities that make SoZo an unparalleled opportunity as compared to anybody else in our industry.